Hey there, welcome to LC Yoga. My name is Laura, and today's practice is Hope Flows. So we're mining for optimism, courage, patience, and most of all, openness. So if you're ready, get on your mat, and I'll meet you there. We'll begin today in seated. So find a nice, comfortable cross-legged position. Maybe simple cross-legged, maybe half lotus. Maybe sit up on something so it helps tilt your pelvis forward, keeps the spine long. Bring the hands to the knees and close the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose and let it out through an open mouth. Now, as we move through the practice today, what we're really looking for is to reignite hope for whatever reason you may have. Because when is there not a reason to reignite hope? And we'll do that by opening the heart, opening the hips, letting things that stress us, that cause us tension, maybe fear, and move that out of the body. And leaving us open to what's already inside, which is this wide-eyed child ready to take on everything life brings. There is part of a poem by Amanda Gorman that goes, "The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it." So today will be the light. Now slowly open the eyes. And before we move into the flow practice, we'll practice a mudra or a hand gesture. Today's is Abhaya Mudra for courage. And so take your right hand and let it bend the elbow and let it be about the height of the shoulder with the palm facing out. And close the eyes. It's a very simple mudra, but it's powerful if you let it be. Imagine a light shining out of the center of your palm as you relax the fingers and relax the palm. And there's a beam of light coming out of the center of the palm of your hand. And very often what keeps us from being hopeful or as hopeful as we want to be is fear. So imagine whatever causes you fear staring into that light and being subdued by it. It's almost a stop gesture, right? Back off. So whatever it is, whatever causes you any angst, let it go by defeating it with that light. Breathe with the eyes closed. Keep imagining and visualizing. Now you can release that gesture, bring the hand back down to the knee, palms up. And slowly open the eyes. Just softly looking down the nose. Deep breaths. And we'll get started. So come on into a wide-legged child's pose. Let the knees go wide and just drape the torso in between and reach the arms out in front of you. Rest the forehead. And just take a moment here to sink in. Let the hips get heavy. Deep breaths into the back body. And then slowly begin to lift just the head, with the arms still reaching out in front of you. Press the left fingertips into the ground, just enough to help you lift your right arm up and reach forward. And then circle from the shoulder, that arm up and back toward your right hip. Curl the fingertips in toward the shoulder and then reach forward again. So we're sort of swimming that right arm. One more time, come up and back. Curl the fingertips in and reach forward. Last time, up and back, in toward the shoulder and reach forward. And let's take that to the other side, planting the right hand, grip the mat with the fingers and reach the left arm forward. Let it go up and back toward the left hip. Curl the fingertips in toward the shoulder and reach forward. Swimming the left arm back and then reaching it forward. Last time like this, up and back and toward the front of the mat. Now bring the forehead back down to the ground. Just for a breath, let the shoulders relax. Lift the head up again. Now this time bring the hands a little bit closer to you so that you can lift your right arm out to the right and then bring it, sort of thread the needle over toward the left so that you can bring the shoulder down to the ground. Bring the side of the head down as well and reach forward with your left arm. And what you're looking for is a nice shoulder stretch in the back of the shoulder. So be sure to modify if you feel any pinching or tingling in the fingertips. Let your left shoulder come down toward the ground to intensify the stretch. And then come on up, and we'll take that to the other side, reaching the left fingertips out toward the left. Thread the needle over to the right this time. Lay the head down, right arm reaches forward. And then come on back up. Now this time we will take our both hands over to the left. So we're going to side bend in child's pose. So bring both hands over to the left and then lean into the right side waist and the armpit. Press the fingertips into the ground. Breathing and lengthening. Open up. And let's take that to the other side. Fingertips over to the right. Lean into the armpit, side waist. And then come on back to center. Now bring the hands, the fingertips, just so you can come on up just enough to shift the hips, curl the toes under. And we're gonna we're going to come into rabbit pose variation. So if you're dealing with any neck issues, feel free to just rest in child's pose.
Otherwise, bring the top of the head to the ground, the very top. So it's the crown of the head. We're not pressing a lot of weight into it, just letting it rest there. And then interlace the fingers behind the back, stretching the arms long. Maybe the palms meet, maybe they don't. And just stretch the shoulders here in rabbit pose. Gentle pressure on the top of the head, neck is strong, and no pinching whatsoever. And then release, leave the hands where they are and come on up to sit with the tops of the feet on the ground. Keep stretching the shoulders back and open the front body, open the heart. Let the sternum go up toward the sky. And release. Bring the hands to the knees and around the spine just for a breath to counter stretch that. Then come forward onto hands and knees, and all the way through drop the hips so that you're in a cobra pose, a tall cobra. If this pinches the back at all, just back up out of it with the hips higher. And we're gonna sort of undulate between that and child's pose. So take a deep breath in here, and then as you exhale, pull back into child's pose. Inhale it forward, drop the hips. And exhale, pull back. Inhale forward. Exhale, pull back. Walk the hands up, come back, sit back on the heels. This time we'll do a camel variation. So reach the fingertips back behind you, maybe the elbows are bent, and reach the heart up to the sky. You may want to add the hips by lifting them up as well. Your choice. And then release, come back and put the hands on the knees around the spine. Now come to a neutral spine and bring the hands in prayer in front of the heart. And we'll do a bit of an arm flow using our mudra. So inhale, let the hands go straight up through central channel up to the sky. And then as you exhale, the hands part, palms out, cactus arms. Let them keep moving so that they come back around into prayer and move up through central channel again. Inhaling, arms reach up. This time, let them go forward, palms out. Let them pause in the front, and then all the way down. Inhaling, palms together, reach it up. Exhaling out to the side, palms out. Palms come together in the center. Inhaling, reach it up. Exhale the hands out front. Together, inhaling. Exhale out to the side. Inhale. Exhale front. Now let the hands come down to the lap. Left palm up and then right palm on top. Let the thumbs touch. Fingertips relax. Close the eyes. And just absorb that protective bubble you just made. And slowly open the eyes. Release the hands, bring them forward all the way toward the front of the mat. Lift the hips up and downward dog. Now from downward dog, start to ripple the spine slowly, chin to chest. Come all the way through plank and into an upward dog. Drop the hips, leave the toe mounds on the ground. And then exhaling, pull back, downward dog. 2 more times like that. Inhaling, ripple the spine forward, upward dog. Exhaling, pulling back. Inhaling, coming forward, heart to sky. Exhaling, pull it back. In downward dog, walk the feet, bending the knees, one then the other. Maybe moving the hips back and forth. And then lower the knees to the ground so you can come through into a seated position. Right leg out, and take your left foot flat on the ground, knee up to the sky. And we're coming into a forward fold first. So bend into the right knee, scoot the hip back. And for your left knee, you can kind of bring your shoulder inside of it, or have your hands behind, or just leaning forward. Breathing, tilting the pelvis toward the front of the mat. Now, if you come down far enough, your tricep on your left arm can come in front of that shin. Inhaling, come on up. Now place your left hand behind, or your right hand behind you, and turn onto your right hip so you're on the outer edge of the right foot, and we'll take Wild Thing. Lifting the hips up, arm up, come up onto the toe mounds of the left foot. Wild Thing. Breathing. If your shoulder's not feeling good, skip it. And come on back down. Now take your right ankle to your left knee. And we're in a bit of a pigeon and seated. Chest is reaching up toward the sky, hands behind us, strong fingertips pushing the chest up and away. Now, if this is too intense, you can bring your left foot a little further away. Sit tall. Breathing into the outer hip. Open. Release that, bringing the left knee down to the ground. The knee's not feeling good, have it sticking out, have the legs sticking out in front of you. Otherwise, take double pigeon, stacking knees and ankles, flexed feet, hands behind, again, starting to lean forward. If the hands come out in front, use them to push the hips back. Gravity do its job. Getting deeper into the pose with each breath. Release the top leg and swing it behind you so that the knee is sort of near the heel of the left foot. And we'll take deer pose. So it's a bit of a twist. So your right hand is on your left knee. Left fingertips behind. Turn, twisting toward the left. You should feel a nice stretch front of the right leg and in the side waist. If there's not much, maybe reclining. So come on down. center. Bring the legs out in front, and we'll take all that on the other side. Left leg out this time. Right knee up to the sky. Scooting the hips back and away from a bent left knee. Maybe the right arm comes in front of that shin. Fold it forward. Chest reaching toward the front of the mat. And come on up. Wild thing on this side, so shift to the outer left hip. Pressing the right foot down, hips up, arm up and overhead. Up on the right toe mounds. 3 big breaths. Don't forget your wahoo. Give me a shaka while we're up here. And then come on back down. Left ankle, right knee. On the fingertips, chest up to the sky. Flex the foot. Open the hips. And release, drop the right knee down to the ground, extending the leg out in front of you if that feels better. Ankles to knees, flexed feet, and leaning forward. If the hands come forward, press the hips back. Deep breaths. Now come on back up, and we'll swing the left leg behind so the knee is somewhere around the right heel, and twist over to the right. Deer pose. Maybe reclining. And then come on back up. Cross the legs, plant the hands, and we'll step back into a downward dog. Now on your next inhale, reach the right leg up to the sky. Step it forward into a lunge and lower the back knee down. Bring the hands to the front thigh and just drop into that left hip. Place the left hand on the heart and the right hand over the top. Heart up to the sky. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the hands float out in front of you and out to the sides. And then bring them back to the heart. Inhale. Exhale, reach them out. And back, inhaling. Exhale. Back to the heart. Bring the hands down by the front foot and step back, downward dog. Inhaling the left foot up this time. Exhaling, step it. Lower the back knee down, hands to the front thigh. Right hand over the heart, left hand over top of that. Inhale. Dropping into the front hip. Exhaling the arms out front and out to the sides. And back to the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. heart just for a breath. Then drop the hands down to the ground and step back, downward dog. This time step your left foot forward and then turn the feet so that you're facing the side of the mat. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. So bend into the knees and reach the heart forward, and then folding, let the knees straighten, tilting the sit bones up toward the sky. Place the hands on the ground out in front of you so you can come about halfway up. Bend into the knees and turn the toes out. Place the hands on the hips and then come on up. Straight legs, cactus the arms, and arch back. Hips go forward. Exhaling, bring the hands in front of the heart. And we'll take that same arm flow we did in seated earlier. Inhaling the hands straight up toward the sky. Exhaling, palms out, cactus arms. Keep them flowing back to center. Inhaling straight up. Exhaling out front this time. Pause as they go by. Back to center, inhale. Exhale out to the sides. Inhaling up. Exhaling front. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time when the hands come back to the heart, straighten the legs, cactus the arms, and arch back. Hips go forward, weight into the toes. And then as you exhale, fold forward. This time around, we'll take a twist. So bend into the left knee and snuggle the shoulder under. Grab a hold of the outside of the left foot. And as you start to straighten the leg, turn toward the right. If this isn't working for you, stay in a forward fold. Turning toward the right, twisting, no strain in the shoulders. Deep breath in. As you exhale, release back to center. And we'll take that on the other side. Bending into the right knee, snuggle the shoulder under. Left hand, right foot, turning as you straighten toward the left. Right hand can come to the left thigh, helping you twist. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, come on back to center. Turning over the left leg, step it back, downward dog. Lower the knees to the floor, walk them through. Roll down onto your back. Draw the knees into the chest. Give them a little squeeze. And let the legs stretch out long out along the mat. Let the feet flop open, hands flop open, palms to the sky. Snuggle the shoulders under, get comfy. Shavasana. Let the breath go. Let the muscles release into the earth. And notice the lightness in mind and heart. Now stay in this energy as long as you like. And when you're ready, start to bend the knees and place the bottoms of the feet on the floor, knees up to the sky. Let the hands come to the upper thighs. Grab the backs of the knees and come on up to sit. Find a comfortable seat. Bring the backs of the hands to the knees, thumb and forefinger touch, and close the eyes. The new dawn blooms as we free it. For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it. If only we're brave enough to be it. Wise words from Amanda Gorman, someone so young and so wise. When I first started doing yoga, I used to describe it as feeling cracked open afterwards, where I felt like I had accessed the real me, the part of me where peace lives, where love lives, compassion, hope, understanding. And if we access that place every day and wash away everything that the world covers us up with, well, we're better off, and is everyone around us is also better off. So take this energy out into the world. Namaste.